Welcome to GoLeopards.com. I'm here with assistant coach John O'Connor. And John, you had the scout for American University, and it's always fun to scout the Princeton offense, I'm sure.
Yeah, no, sometimes it gets a little rough watching some of the games because they can really control the tempo. And you got to make sure that you take all your opportunities and shine them with gold, that's for sure.
Well, you hit on a probably what is the critical aspect of this game. It's going to be obviously a contrast in styles. You guys want to get up and down the court. You want to get the balls in the hands of your good shooters, of which you have many. American's very different. Mike Brennan's their coach. He's a disciple of Pete Carrill. We know that they don't play a lot of people. Talk about their rotations and their depth or lack of.
Yeah, like we were saying earlier, they have no perimeter player coming off the bench that's logging any significant time because Gardner at the point and then the two wings with Reed and Schoaf are playing almost 40 minutes a game.
I know that in the traditional Princeton offense, it goes through the center. Now, they lost Tony Roblicki from last year, who fit Brennan's system perfectly, and then they lost the would-be starting center this year to injury. Talk about the center now and who stepped in and his impact on the team.
And that's the thing was probably the biggest surprise of last year in American, ascending from, where everybody thought they were going to be on the bottom of the league and end up, winning the league, was Tony Roblicki. Now, this year it's been a little tougher for them. They have the kid Alcano that's a transfer, and Panzer, who are both trying. Now, a lot of times they'll go small with the kid Vasic and the kid Charlie Jones trying to run it. So, I think at this point now they are still trying to find kind of that perfect 0.5 or 0.4.
And I think what another statistic that speaks to that point, John, is you pointed out to me a few minutes ago, in this kind of offense, the assist-to-turnover ratio is usually on the plus side. And remarkably, and I know that this is a point of contention for American University, it's quite the opposite for them this year.
Right. You just look top through the bottom. I mean, Gardner is their point, and, he's kind of almost 1-to-1. But again, like Tony Roblicki last year, he was 3-to-1. And, their offense has gone through that elbow and that five-man, and, it's an important position for them.
You've been around Coach O'Hanlon for a long, long time, as has Coach Williams and, of course, Pat Dougherty. You guys have had some success defending this offense. Do you think it's just a certain familiarity, or can you put your finger on it?
Yeah, I mean, we go through this a lot. We just got finished with American, but everybody else is kind of a piece of the Princeton. Even Princeton themselves, I said, kind of pieces it a little more than they used to. This is full blown. He's the disciple of the Princeton offense, and he runs it. The tempo, nobody's trying to go too fast. They're just trying to read and react to how you play them defensively, and they're going to just keep turning it over and over.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how you react. Obviously, Pee Wee Gardner's a quick little point guard. You're going to have to keep him under control. He probably brings an element that maybe some of the other Princeton teams of past years did not bring with his ability to get into gaps.
Now, he's another guy that just 50-50 balls, getting on the offensive glass, creating a lot of different things is where he can be a real problem. And he hurt us last year, both here and away, and just coming up with those big possessions and extra possessions.
Well, by the time we see this on GoLeopards.com, we will know what the result of the Loyola game was. Hopefully, John, you'll be going for number 3 in a row against American. And remember, you can watch the game on the Lafayette Sports Network with Gary Laubach and myself, and also on GoLeopards.com by way of the Patriot League Network.